Okay, today we're going to be changing out the brake pads on the van here. So first we got to get it up in there a little bit. Just enough where you got a little bit of tension off the tire. Then you want to get these top loose. You want to pop them loose with the tire still on the ground, otherwise the tire will spin on you if you got it in there. Get them loose, then get it just where it's up off the ground. You don't need to go real high, and then finish taking them off. There's the tire. Now I'm going to put this underneath here for extra safety. Just so in case this jack wants to be stupid on me. Leave the jack underneath there, and I'm going to leave the braces underneath there. You've got 2 bolts holding this on. And they are on there really good. Take off the 2 bolts. I've got the little breaker bar here to help. There goes the dog barking at nothing. Breaker bar in there on it. There we go. Cable. Just turn this. That's what they look like. Nothing left up hardly. They are shot. Got these little clips in there that they ride on. I think I'm gonna get that, clean them up a little bit. After decompressing the cylinder, gotta get the new brake pads out. You look at your old ones and you tell they come in a set. Just gotta make sure you install them the right way with the side of the wheel that turns, because they're shaped. So you got to make sure you install them. They go like that. So you'll have to look at it and see. I'm putting some of this grease on here to help them slide a little easier. Doesn't take a whole lot, just a little bit. And that just gets positioned back inside there. I push them in all the way, because once your brakes, once you activate your brakes the first time, they'll tighten up right up on them. And there's two different ones. This one doesn't have that little thing on the side of it that makes your brakes squeak when they get low. You use one of each. Mainly, you can just kind of look at the ones you took off before and kind of remember where you took them off at. Make sure you put them back on properly. Just make sure you got the curve right, or it won't go in there. I'm having trouble with my clips. Remember, I had trouble before with these. There's nothing wrong with these clips. I don't see why buying new ones. Use these. Clean up some of that grease that's extra on there. Now this is the pain in the butt part right here. You gotta get this line just right back on there. Always get each screw started a little bit. Makes it a little easier. Before you start tightening them down, just get it started a little bit. I think I've lost my washer. See if I can find that washer. Brake line does not want to go back in there. There we go. Found the washer. You just got to make sure you don't lose that. I thought it had one that was missing off of it. Okay, it's just what I thought. The copper washer was gone because it's still leaking brake fluid, so that's a quick indication that it fell off. And it'll fall off real easily on you. It goes right here. It's actually got little grooves, and it's got little grooves. Just match it up. If it's leaking brake fluid around that, that's what happened. Is you've lost that washer out, and that thing pops off on me every time I do brakes. So I thought that's probably what happened. It's hard to tell unless you really got that good and clean. Sometimes it'll stick on there and you can't tell that it's on there. It should stop dripping now. Hopefully. Looks like it's staying dry. Make sure it's on there good and tight. I'm sure there's a certain torque that you're supposed to put on them, but I just get it tight. I know it won't go nowhere. Especially on these brakes. I mean, you don't want your brakes coming loose on you. Now with popping that hose off, you will have to have somebody bleed the line for you, which you should probably do anyway. Just because you've taken them off, and it just helps make sure that you got the all the air out of it, and you've got good pressure and everything on your new brakes. Man. Can't find that nut. There we go. Okay, those are done. There's a little bleed valve right here on the back that you've got to get somebody in the car, which I'll have to do later because I don't have anybody here right now. But they basically they'll pump the brakes 2 or 3 times, pump up the pressure. They hold it. You pop that bleeder valve off, and it shoots out all the air. You do that a couple times, and then that gets all your air out of your line. So like I said, I don't have anybody here right now, so I'm going to go back and do all that, or I won't have very good brakes at all. That's basically all you do to it. To do them. Just make sure you got the car jacked up, it's supported so it doesn't fall on you. Pop this loose. If you can decompress that cylinder without unhooking that hose, you can probably get away with not bleeding your line, but I would still do it anyway, just to make sure that you've got good pressure on your new brakes. Your rotor is just basically held in place when your tire's on here, it bolts down. That's really all that holds that on there. And this bolts down to the back of here. You'll have 2 bolts, one on top, one on bottom. That just comes off. Some cars I know that you can just pop it loose and it'll just swing up and you change them without even taking it off. This one you can, I haven't figured out how to do it, so if you can do it, I don't know how. So I'm going to go around and do the other side. I won't bring you guys with me on that because it's basically the exact same. It's just the other side of the van. So, got any questions? Put them in the comments. I'll be doing an oil change on this too. I'll try to get a video done of it. I mean, oil changes are easy, but if you don't know how to do an oil change, maybe it isn't easy. But this brake job is something you can do at home. It's 22 bucks for the pads at AutoZone. O'Reilly's Auto Parts has got them for right at 22, 23 bucks. Your local auto parts store should have them around $20, $25. They're cheap. You go to the shop and have them do it, there's $50 to $100 depending on the kind of car you got and what they want to charge you. If you want to sit down and do a little time and do it yourself, you can save yourself $20, $30 or more, and you have the satisfaction of doing it yourself. So, and they are, like I said, they're easy to do. So, until next time.